Hello viewers, welcome to the inside of my house. We've decided to do something a little different today.
That's right, Steve. Today is a little bit of a Q&A from you, the viewers.
We've received a lot of great questions.
And a lot of really stupid dumb ones as well. But don't worry, we'll answer those ones too. Well, without further ado, let's get to A-ing those Qs. Steve, would you do the honor of reading our first submission?
Here goes. At Mr. 8332 writes, how can I be as good as Steve at video game? You can't.
At Minty8810 writes, what's Suave Roberto's skincare routine? I want to know how to be a glowing hue of orange like him. You're hardly the first person to aspire to be more like myself. While the answer may surprise you, it's from a combination of great genes, excellent basic hygiene, and this purple stuff in this tube. Whatever it does wonders.
At Josh Zucker 8308 writes, how did Suave Roberto get his head dented in like that?
Josh Zucker, meet me outside and I'll demonstrate. On your face, with a hammer. For legal reasons this is a joke.
At Nuclear Ghost asks, what is Steve's favorite video game? That's a very hard question. But lately I've been really into Duck Row Extreme. You have to get all your little ducks in a row. It's pretty extreme.
At Billiam Boybot asks, what's that orange fella's name I forget? I think you're talking about Orange Fella. He's a funny little guy, that orange fella. Look at him go. At Nick Owens writes, Steve, how did you meet wife, and why did she stay with you after all these shenanigans?
I don't remember. I think it was because she heard how skilled I was at Duck Row Extreme. Word gets around. She sticks around because we are very much in love. And I'm the best gamer in town. At Fat Elk asks, what were those bones?
At VPG001 asks, dear Roberto, how many toes do you have? 2.
At Brustop 1120 asks, whose bones were in the bag, Roberto? You can't keep ignoring the question forever.
At Picasso Nephew asks, can we go to the woods? Yes we can. I recommend we all go to the woods. Maybe not the cops though.
At Advocate 9776, have they ever played Jaboinga? Jaboinga is a staple in our household for family game night. I like the part where you eat the pieces. A shame about those kids though.
At Sergeant Cororo 2821 asks, what does Suave Roberto taste like? Not bad. Could use a little chlorine.
At Slemhosta 0 asks, perhaps a sensitive question for Suave Roberto, what are you? I see there are humans in the world but also little guys like yourself and Squalor Tom. Why were there so many humans in that cool jail but only 2 little guys? And lastly, why were your cells separated? Or segregated, if you will?
You know, I've been called a lot of things. A boogan, a critter, a muppet, but little guy is pretty accurate. Everyone in that cool jail is a criminal. We were there on account of our various crimes. As for Squalor Tom and I being separated from the rest, the simple answer to that is that nobody deserves to be locked away with Squalor Tom. Except for me. That's why I was locked away with Squalor Tom. As punishment. At Levandan 752 asks, how did SR fall so silently from that air vent? Is he a physical entity? Is his nose really a cocktail weenie? It was a mistake. Yes, I am physical, I just fell really good. And no, my nose is not a cocktail weenie, although I wish it were. I'm starving.
And I'm here to Jest 2826 asks, Steve, do you live in fear? Are you afraid? Do you require me to send help? Do you require me to send assistance? Do you require—
Nightmare Vanita 9343 asks, Suave Roberto, where were you September 11th 2001? I was very busy, running errands, for the entirety of 9/11.
At Cocoa Puff 6300 asks, the other day I saw someone outside my window. It looked like it may have been Suave Roberto, and they had a bucket full of toads they were dumping out into my yard. Did he do this? And what do I do with the toads now?
You must be mistaking me for some other orange pylon-shaped man.
It was probably him. Maybe you could try to get them all in a row. That sounds fun.
Well, that's about enough questions for today.
Yeah, my eyes, and ears, and brain, and stomach, and feet, hurt, and ass. Keep a lookout on the Cruddy Hands community page for the next Q&A, and maybe we'll answer yours.
And maybe subscribe to Cruddy Hands while you're here. That would be super great and good thing to do, for you.
Yeah, and for me too, a very good and cool thing to do. Anyways, until next time.
See you in the next one.
Wow.